Hey, what's up, guys? This is MPFSU or FSU HD back with another video. This is my spread offense series, and this one it took me a while to figure out how I want to do it because there are several ways to explain this style of offense. I mean, there's so many ways to use this offense to attack the defense, and I wanted to kind of get an idea of what I want to do, and then how I want to explain it. And so it took me a little bit of a while long, and this series is actually going to probably be one of my longer series because there's so much information to give out, so much stuff to go into that it's going to take quite a few videos to do so. So in this video, basically, what I'm going to do is go over the basic stuff, and then the next we're going to get into the run game and how you build on that, and then we're going to go into the screen game next, and then the passing game, and then ultimately I'm going to show you the difference with running the scheme versus normal style defense versus running against a stack style like the 3-3-5. Okay, so to get a disclaimer out there, I don't claim to be the best at offense. I'm I guess average at best, below average most times, but I know how the offense works, and I've been playing the game for a while, so I kind of know how the offense. You can relate this to the video game. Now, back in 2012, that version of NCAA, there was a user, and I've been playing with this guy for a while, and I haven't played with him in a minute, but I played with him a long time in his dynasty. We were pretty much in the same conference. I was USC, and he was using Oregon. And at the time, Tipron hadn't quite developed Oregon's style of offense into the game, so a lot of people was having frustrations with it, and but he was having success because he actually spent some time and figured the scheme out and got it to work to where it was very close to what they were doing out there on Saturdays. And so a lot of what I'm going to tell you today is based off of what he did, and then some of my own research and some of the stuff that's new in 2014's version of the game. This guy is Fearwicked, so much props to him. If you see the video, dude, most of this is all you. So revel in your glory, I guess, if you want to say that. But basically, in his hindsight and in the philosophy of the spread offense in general, it is to spread the teams horizontal and vertically. But when you're talking about the run version of the offense, what you're trying to do is build your offense, build your scheme off of plays. Like you have your bread and butter plays, and then during the game, depending how the defense adjusts, you build off those. It's kind of the same way I play defense. I do one thing, and then I'll adjust after you show me that you're gonna beat it properly, and that's what he used to do. And it wasn't like any cheese or anything. There's multiple ways you can run certain plays. There's multiple looks, multiple window dressing, but at the end of the day, it was the same play. So keeping that in mind throughout the series and as we discuss this. Now, let's go ahead and dive right in and take a look at the spread offense here. So, in this situation, we have 4 wide receivers, and we're going to be, I'm just going to hit random plays so we can kind of get the gist of it. And I'm going to put these guys in nickel because that's a normal, standard defense you'll probably see against this style of offense. And so, now, take a look at, now, what's the key ingredient which a lot of users may be abandoned when they're trying to run this style of offense, is the pre-snap read. Your pre-snap read and your post-snap read are the most important parts of running this offense. Now, a lot of users may not consider that. They just want to run the zone reads because they know they can get the quarterback running up the field, and that's just one aspect of it. But but what happens when a user takes that away? What then can you do? And so that's where learning the pre-snap reads and learning how the plays are supposed to build off of each other is a key aspect that you need to recognize. And so the basic thing with the pre-snap read is you're counting the box. The first thing you want to know is how many defenders they have in the box. And I'm just going to run this play just so we can get it started and kind of poke around at the team. All right. Okay. So I can look at the replay and I can poke around here a bit. So let's go ahead and look at these guys here. So right now we have 6 guys in the box. So we have 1, 2, and 4 down linemen and 2 linebackers. So this is the 4x2 inside the box. So literally, you only have 5 blockers to block these 6 guys. So ultimately, you're better off passing because they have more defenders than you can block. But if you do have a running back that can miss, sometimes you can take a chance at making one of these linebackers miss and getting a large gain. But in this case, you want to actually, once you count 6 in the box, then you want to look and see how your slot receivers are. So as you look here, you see the slot receivers are pretty much covered. So in this preset read, now you already know that, okay, I need to either stay with the play or take my chances with these with one of the safeties on my slot wide receivers. Now, in this situation, I probably would, like I said, go towards the pass and take my chances on the slot receivers, or you can still try to run the ball and see if you can make a guy miss. But let's go ahead and get into and see if we can get another look here. Okay, this is a different look. So let's go ahead and run this play. It's a keeper by the quarterback. All right, so let's go ahead and look at that. All right, so now we get a different look from the defense. Now, the one thing I want to point out in this set that I didn't even take advantage of, but I'll show you that in a later video. But as you can see, this guy here, this linebacker, is playing offset this wide receiver. This is the kind of a look you want. You still have pretty much 6 in the box. With this guy, they're loading this side of the run formation, and you'll see what you could do versus this kind of load where they're doubling up the gap responsibilities of these blockers on this side of the formation. But in this situation, you see this guy's playing off, so naturally what you want to do is go to this wide receiver, whether it's going to be, and I'll show you here in this. Maybe I can show you in a second here. Let's see. Let me resume the play. This is just an overall view. So he's still playing off. Let's go to an audible. And so now our audible in Oregon's playbook, the quick audible or play action audible, is a SC screen. So we freeze him with the play action, throw the screen, and if this guy can make him miss, that's what the screen game does. And so as you see, all those plays are kind of building off each other because they're paying attention, heavy attention. They're paying a lot of attention to this dive play because the possible dive play, they got like 9 guys in the box, or no, I'm sorry, 8 guys in the box. They have they got 8 guys in the box. So it's like, the screen play or any kind of play action play would beat them deep going that way. You can run verticals or whatnot. That is the beauty of this. But what we're going to talk about, go ahead and look at, is the dive play. So the dive play is the bread and butter of this offense. So let's go ahead and look at that. So we're going to call the dive play, new play. And let's go ahead and everything builds off this play. Keep that in mind. Everything builds off of this dive play. Let's see. So let's go back to the nickel. And so everything builds off this dive play. So now, as we see, we count several guys in the box. Let's see. We count in the box. You got, I guess, 6 in the box still, with this guy offset covering this wide receiver. Now we can go to the verts from here. We can stay with our dive play and just run it as is. And what I would do is practice this play against as many fronts as possible to see how it goes against minutes, because you need to be able to make this pre-snap read whether you can stick with this. Now, because our offensive line is pretty good, we're getting chunks and chunks of yardage from this. And so now they have a blitz coming, and then they go back, adjust, but they're going to come back down for the blitz. And if he can cover, he can cover pretty well. That's pretty good. Now, or you can go with something, let's see, like the slants here. Now, you do have the bubble screens, which I'll get into a little bit later. You can throw slants, or you can go ahead and throw this quick screen. If he can make a guy miss there, that's what you want. And so you want to build off of this dive play. This dive play is your bread and butter. So what comes next after the dive play is pretty much self-explanatory. It's the zone read. So once you establish that you can run the ball, if you can keep running the ball in between the tackles, I wouldn't say necessarily keep running the ball in between the tackles. You want to get the ball going to the outside. You want to call the buck sweep or anything else going to a different direction. You want to try to pretty much what that in sense means is you want to establish the run game and not establish the zone read. The zone read builds off of that. So once you get them focused on that inside interior running game, then hit them with the zone read. Once you get them focusing to take away the interior and the zone read, then you hit them with the triple option play. And I'll show you how exactly you do that in the next few videos. Now, if you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys following me and watching. I will be posting more of this series, and so keep your eyes tuned to it, and I'll get at you guys later. Peace.